state your name.
Ryland Grace. I just woke up from a coma. I'm several light years from my apartment.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Aiton's YouTube channel where we dive into movie reviews. Today, we're taking a look at Project Hail Mary. Science teacher Ryland Grace wakes up on a spaceship with no recollection of who he is or how he got there. As his memory slowly returns, he soon discovers he must solve the riddle behind a mysterious substance that's causing the sun to die out. As details of the mission unravel, he calls on his scientific training and sheer ingenuity. But he may not have to do it alone.
Which is why we build a ship to go there and find out.
It's 11.9 light years away. The astronauts die in space.
It's what you Americans would call a long shot.
Hail Mary.
All right, let's dive into the team behind the movie. First off, we've got Ryan Gosling playing Dr. Ryland Grace, an astronaut tasked with a crucial mission to save humanity. Sandra Huller takes on the role of Eva Stratt, Ryland's boss and the leader of the Hail Mary project. The cast also includes Lionel Boyce as Officer Steve Hatch and Ken Leung as Yao Li Ji, one of the team members aboard the Hail Mary, among others. The visuals are brought to life by cinematographer Greig Fraser, with the editing done by Joel Negron and the score composed by Daniel Pemberton.
The world is counting on you.
For you to understand things.
You know who you are. You're gonna do great.
I conquered Zero G in 5 hours.
All right, let's take a look at our breakdown of the movie. Project Hail Mary is a sci-fi adventure flick brought to life by directors Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, with a script by Drew Goddard, based on Andy Weir's 2021 novel. The story centers around a solo astronaut who wakes up on a spaceship with no clue how he got there, and he's on a mission to save Earth. Phil Lord and Christopher Miller are a dynamic duo in the film industry, known for blending comedy, action, and creative visuals. They've previously teamed up on hits like The Lego Movie, 21 Jump Street, and 20 to Jump Street. And they also produced Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse. Their approach often shifts explanations into visual storytelling, experiments, and dialogue, steering clear of long-winded scientific speeches and keeping the film lively. Ryan Gosling really shines in Project Hail Mary, bringing a mix of humor, smarts, and emotional depth to a character who spends a lot of time on his own in space. His comedic flair is particularly evident in the early scenes where Grace wakes up disoriented and panicking in zero gravity. His timing turns heavy scientific talk into something fun rather than boring. Gosling uses internal thoughts, humor, and subtle facial expressions to keep the audience hooked, showcasing vulnerability and self-doubt that make his character more relatable than your typical action star. The cinematography by Greig Fraser, who has a knack for creating visually stunning films like Dune, Part 2, and The Batman, significantly shapes the film's aesthetic and scope. The space scenes utilize a large 1.43:1 IMAX aspect ratio that fills the screen, giving viewers a real sense of depth and scale in the spacecraft interiors and cosmic landscapes. This technique mirrors Fraser's work in Dune, where IMAX was used to highlight the epic nature of the story. The film was produced by a team that includes Amy Pascal, Ryan Gosling, Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, Audicia Sud, Rachel O'Connor, and Andy Weir. It comes from several production companies: Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, Pascal Pictures, Open Invite Films, Waypoint Entertainment, and Lord Miller Productions. It's distributed by Amazon MGM Studios in the US and Canada, and by Sony Pictures releasing international elsewhere.
So, I met an alien. He's kind of growing on me. At least he's not growing in me, you know, which was a concern for a little while.
Let's take a look at what the critics are saying about Project Hail Mary. Many reviewers highlight how Ryan Gosling brings a real emotional connection to a character that's brought to life through puppetry and visual effects. The film has scored an impressive 95 to 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, earning it a certified fresh badge. Critics have noted that it blends serious science with humor and heart, reminiscent of The Martian. Overall, the feedback has been very positive, with early reviews labeling it as one of the top sci-fi films in recent memory, although a few critics have pointed out some flaws.
You are the only scientist who might know what this says.
I'm just a teacher at Grover Cleveland Middle.
You have a doctorate in molecular biology. I need you to come with us. This is Project Hail Mary.
Now, on to my thoughts. I think Ryan Gosling did an excellent job leading the film with his humor and charisma. The visual effects and alien designs really stand out, making the movie a treat for the eyes. However, it does get a bit sentimental and cheesy at times. Plus, some elements of the story feel borrowed from past sci-fi films, so it's not completely original. Still, Project Hail Mary is an enjoyable, upbeat sci-fi adventure with great performances and stunning visuals, even if it has its imperfections.
Can't even moonwalk.
Lastly, let's talk about the release date. The big-budget film, which cost around $200 million to make, is set to hit theaters on March 20th, 2026. In the US, it has a runtime of 156 minutes.
You know who you are. You're gonna do great.
I conquered Zero G in 5 hours.
Object approaching.
We'd love to hear what you think, so drop us a comment. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this with your buddies, and subscribe to our channel.
So I met an alien. He's kind of growing on me. At least he's not growing in me, you know, which was a concern for a little while.
I'm gonna call you Rocky. Thumbs up.
No, that's thumbs down. We do the thumbs up. It's close enough.